take a further look at the revelations coming from the wife of the president on the state of the Aso Villa Medical Center. I'm being joined on the News at 10 by a public affairs analyst and a legal practitioner, Mr. GT Ogunye. Thank you for joining us on the News at 10.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Is this surprising to you, what the wife of the president is saying about the Aso Villa Medical Center? Would you call it a bombshell?
I'm surprised that the wife of the president is expressing dissatisfaction with the deplorable state of the Aso Rock Clinic, because they are the residents of the place. Here was the wife of the president telling Nigerians what was happening there. Nigerians voted for the president, and thereby the wife came to live with the president in Aso Rock. And they are that's their residence.
Well, in her defense, she's obviously never had any reason to go there. She fell ill a few weeks ago and had the opportunity to enter the center. The
point I'm making is that by processes, the president, being the chief resident of Aso Rock, ought to know that the hospital is functioning normally. The president doesn't need to be sick, nor the first lady need to fall ill before knowing the state of that hospital. That's the point I'm making. Because if they don't know, or if they are shocked, what do they expect Nigerians to feel about that? That's the point I'm making.
Interesting points there. So do you think that this revelation or this admittance will now steer them in the direction of, this probe rather will steer them in the direction of better health system for?
I doubt it very much. I doubt it very much. We offer a lot of platitudes in this country. Just speak to problems without putting up a serious attempt to solve those problems. The Minister of Health was there and was regaling Nigerians with solid statistics of maternal health situation in the country. And so they go to conferences, they go to workshops and reel out all these terrible statistics and data of how precarious our health situation is in this country, and nothing gets done. That's my problem. What they said there is just a metaphor for what is going on all over the country. If in Aso Rock Clinic, the X-ray machine is not working, you don't expect the X-ray machine in all our teaching hospitals to be working also. That's what it symbolizes. That's what it signifies. That's why I call it a metaphor for the deplorable state of healthcare delivery system all over the country. And so Nigerians expect that there will be a change. When people talk about change, it's not just in what people say. It's also it's in everything. We expect that there will be changes in all these facets, and that Nigeria will no longer have to go overseas for medical attention. Too often, I've said this many times, Nigerians go to India to die. In one particular year, in 2013 or so, just as Aluko was being returned to Nigeria, his remains, Ojukwu was being returned, Umbu was being returned from England. That's not what we should be. That's not where we are. We are supposed to be as a country.
It really does say a lot. I mean, the health system, you already know, is already deteriorating in Nigeria. But the president's wife is calling for a probe into 3.2 billion naira budget for the medical center. Do you think anything will come out of this? I mean, that's a huge amount of money that should signify, certain changes in the medical center at least.
Now that the wife of the president is saying that I expect something to come. Why? Because just last week, the daughter, Aisha Buhari, took to Instagram and talked about non-availability of Panadol or analgesic in that same Aso Rock clinic. And a week thereafter, the wife of the president, threw this bombshell, as you call it. So now that the daughter of the president and the wife of the president have said this, so we expect that this will lead to something, an investigation at least, just so that our people will know, where their money has gone into.
Mr. GT Ogunye, thank you so much for joining us on the News at 10.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks.